What if everything you thought you understood about women was the very thing driving them away? Most men spend decades chasing the wrong things. They chase looks. They chase validation. They chase a version of love that exists only in their imagination. And by the time they finally realize what truly matters to a woman, her respect, her trust, her emotional depth, it is already too late. The relationship is gone. The connection has faded. And the man is left asking himself, what did I do wrong? Here is what is surprising. The answers were never hidden. A group of ancient philosophers figured it out over 2,000 years ago, and their wisdom, known today as Stoicism, reveals 4 fundamental truths about women that most men never stop to learn. Stay with me for the next 8 minutes, because what you are about to hear might completely change how you see every relationship in your life. I am Olivia, and today we are diving into Stoic philosophy. Not as a dry academic exercise, but as a practical guide to understanding women on a deeper level. The Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, wrote extensively about human nature, virtue, emotion, and connection. And within their teachings lie 4 truths that apply powerfully to how men relate to the women in their lives. Let us begin. Truth number 1. A woman respects inner strength, not performed strength. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, Book 8, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Most men believe that strength means dominance, raising their voice, refusing to show emotion, pretending that nothing bothers them. But women are extraordinarily perceptive. They can feel the difference between a man who is genuinely grounded and a man who is simply performing confidence. The Stoics called this the concept of the hegemonikon, the ruling faculty of the mind. It is the inner command center. A man who has mastered his hegemonikon does not need to prove himself constantly. He is not reactive. He does not crumble under pressure. He does not seek external validation to feel whole. And here's the truth most men miss. Women are not attracted to the performance of strength. They are drawn to the reality of it. They want a man who can sit with discomfort without exploding. A man who can hear difficult feedback without shutting down. A man whose sense of self does not collapse when life gets hard. Stoicism teaches that this inner strength is built through discipline, not inherited, not faked. And women, whether consciously or not, are always testing for it. Truth number 2. She cannot trust a man who cannot govern himself. Epictetus wrote in the Enchiridion, section 13, "Seek not that the things which happen should happen as you wish, but wish the things which happen to be as they are, and you will have a tranquil flow of life." One of the most common reasons relationships break down is not a lack of love, it is a lack of self-governance. When a man cannot regulate his emotions, when he lashes out in anger, sulks in silence for days, or spirals into jealousy, he becomes unpredictable. And unpredictability, to a woman, feels like danger. The Stoics placed enormous value on the concept of sophrosyne, a Greek word meaning self-control, temperance, and soundness of mind. They believed that a man who cannot govern himself cannot govern anything else of value. Think about it from her perspective. A woman is considering whether to build a life with you. She is asking herself, can I trust this person when things get difficult? If the answer is uncertain, if she has seen you spiral, rage, or crumble under pressure, her trust will always have a ceiling. Stoic self-governance is not emotional suppression. It is emotional mastery. It means you feel anger, but you choose your response. You feel anxiety, but you do not let it drive your decisions. And when a woman witnesses that level of mastery in a man, her trust in him becomes nearly unshakable. Truth number 3. She needs to be seen, not fixed. Seneca wrote in Letters to Lucilius, letter 5, Retire into yourself as much as you can. Associate with those who will make a better man of you. Welcome those whom you yourself can improve. Here is one of the most quietly devastating mistakes men make in relationships. When a woman shares her pain, her frustration, or her fear, a man immediately tries to solve it. She says, "I am overwhelmed at work." He says, "Here's what you should do." She says, "I feel like no one listens to me." He says, "Well, have you tried being more direct?" The Stoics wrote extensively about the virtue of empatheia, the capacity to feel alongside another person. True Stoic wisdom is not cold detachment. It is clear-eyed, warm presence. Women do not always need solutions. They need to feel witnessed. They need to know that the person in front of them is truly present, not half listening, not already formulating a response, not mentally checking out. The man who can sit quietly with a woman in her pain, without trying to rush her through it, without minimizing it, and without making it about himself, is a man she will never want to lose. Stoicism teaches us to listen with the same attention we bring to everything we value. And few things are more valuable than the woman who chooses to trust you. Lus Cluth number 4. She will not stay where she cannot grow. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, Book 10, "Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, and do so with all your heart." The fourth and perhaps most profound Stoic truth about women is this: a woman is not looking for a finished man. She is looking for a growing man. The Stoic philosophy of eudaimonia, often translated as flourishing or the good life, was never about reaching a destination. It was about the continuous pursuit of virtue, wisdom, and self-improvement. The Stoics believed that human beings were designed to grow. Stagnation was, to them, a kind of spiritual death. Women feel this instinctively. When a man stops growing, when he becomes complacent, defensive about his flaws, or resistant to change, she does not just feel bored. She feels a quiet grief, because she can see the potential in him that he has stopped reaching for. But when a man is genuinely committed to becoming better, not for her, not to impress anyone, but because he genuinely values his own growth, something remarkable happens. She grows alongside him. She is inspired by him. She becomes his partner in the truest sense of the word. The Stoics did not teach perfection. They taught progress. And a woman who loves you is not asking you to be perfect. She is asking you to keep trying. So let us bring it all together. Stoic philosophy, written by men who lived through war, loss, and the full weight of human experience, reveals 4 timeless truths about what women truly need from the men in their lives. 1. She respects genuine inner strength, not performance, but mastery. 2. She trusts a man who can govern himself, one whose emotions serve him, not the other way around. 3. She needs to be seen, truly present, truly heard, truly valued. And 4. She will grow with you, but only if you are growing yourself. These are not tricks or tactics. They are not manipulation strategies. They are the foundations of a life lived with wisdom, integrity, and love. As Epictetus said, "Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens." The relationship you want is within your power. You just have to be willing to do the inner work to deserve it. I am Olivia. Thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and drop a comment below telling us which truth hit you the hardest. We will see you in the next one.